What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy The Grizz coming at you with another video, and we just had a bit of a crazy week. We got all the new reveals for the PlayStation Plus, and a certain cloud streaming service is getting ready to shut down, and I want to know, I'm going to let y'all guys know about what's going on around that. And if you like these videos though, go ahead and hit that like button, and if not, hit that dislike. It's all good, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when your boy is posting. And with that out of the way, you mess with The Grizz, you get the biz. Let me bring the news to you. Alright, lads and ladettes, so let's start off with PS Plus for the month of October. So for some of you, this may or may not be cool. I'm only really interested in one game from this, but let's go. So the headline for both PS5 and PS4 is Hot Wheels Unleashed. And then you have Injustice on PS4 and Super Hot on PS4. Now, I'm not saying that these aren't good games. These are all very good games, especially Injustice I can vouch for because, well, I loved Injustice 1 and Injustice 2. The story was good, and I still play it from time to time this day. And Super Hot is one of those games where time only moves when you do, so it's kind of Matrix style. Like, so if somebody was already getting ready to shoot you and you stop moving, you can basically find a way to strategically move around this. But what interests me the most is this Hot Wheels Unleashed game, because when I first saw it, I said, okay, a Hot Wheels game, this is probably going to be fun. But then it turned out to look a lot better than I even expected, and it's way more received. It's like an 80-something right now on Metacritic, and I've been waiting for it to get on sale because I put it on the backlog. I've been really busy with other stuff, but you can from October 4th to October 31st, you can play all of these games, and I'll be all over Hot Wheels Unleashed. I'm really interested. Let me know what you want out of all of these games down in the comments. Alright, so I want to get over this. I want to go over this really quickly because this is news, but it could be potentially something bigger. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much and also take this with a grain of salt, but so shout out to Joe Muncher, and they tweeted a heads up for all Legacy of Kain fans. Crystal Dynamics is sending out a survey asking fans what they'd like to see most of in the series was brought, if the series was brought back. They're asking if you'd like a reboot, a remake, what genre, and more. And then they actually have the link to the survey. Yo, I'm getting ready to click this survey and knock it out. I just wanted y'all to get knowledge of this because I'll even post it in the comments. Well, not in the comments. I put it in the description because, well, I wasn't the hugest Legacy of Kain fan, but these are games that I've always enjoyed. And who doesn't love vampires? We didn't had enough zombie games. Bring us back all the vampires. But then you got Raziel, and yes, I actually remember his name, who's the Soul Reaver, and he basically takes souls. So they saying, do we want a reboot, a remake, or what genre? I want all of the above, honestly. I would love a remake and upscale all of them. Give us a total collection. Even, I think, Legacy of Kain Defiance, the game where both of these guys were in, I never actually got a chance to play, and I might actually go looking for that in a retro aspect. But I'm urging y'all to please take this survey. Embracer Group seems to be gobbling up so many companies, but Crystal Dynamics is down to do something with Legacy of Kain. A lot of games from back in the day that I loved and I wanted to get remastered or redone got here. And I'm looking at you, Kingdoms of Amalur. I still have yet to finish that game, but I bought it on every possible system. I want games like this, and I would love Legacy of Kain. And if it's good, I'm going to be playing all over it. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, though. Alright, so I want to talk about the Game Awards, right? So we watch the Game Awards every year. It's almost like another E3. We get all of these game reveals and gameplay, and of course, some fluff, some ads, some really weird ads that probably don't even need to be thrown in there. But hey, you got to pay those bills, right? So I'm excited to say this. I'm reading Jeff Keighley's tweet. After a 3-year break, I'm so very happy to announce that the public will once again be invited to join us at the Game Awards on Thursday, December 8th at Microsoft Theater in LA. Tickets will go on sale November 1st, and then he has more information there. I'm excited because we are basically on the other side of COVID finally, right? And everybody's getting, we're starting to pile on or whatever. There's still safety precautions, I guess, but I'm happy that this is possible because now 1 year maybe I'll be able to go. It also gives us a chance to see see and hear more about reactions, right? Because it kind of sucked when we couldn't go to movie theaters and some of these MCU movies was coming out and some of these big movies were there and you didn't really get that reactions. I feel like if we was on the other side of the pandemic, Mortal Kombat would have been a better movie and people would have received that more. But anyway, what I will say is this is exciting to hear, watching the Game Awards and knowing that I'm not the only person excited for whatever game they're showing, and I hear other people. I feel like just the crowd makes it live. Me being a wrestling fan, and maybe if you're watching this and you're a sports fan, crowds hype up the players, hype up other people. It's fun, and I'm really excited to see this. And maybe if we get E3 officially next year and they really pull it off, it's gonna be crowds, and hopefully everybody's okay. But this excites me, so let me know what you're thinking about this in the comments below. Are you gonna make it to the Game Awards? And if it is, holla at your boy. Tell me what you think about it. Well, lads and ladettes, it has happened. It's over. Stadia is officially going out and down January 23rd. I wasn't the biggest fan of this system, but I would never wish doom and gloom for anything. And so a few days ago, Phil Harrison, the general manager of Stadia, he put out a big statement, but here's an excerpt, and he says, "A few years ago, we also launched a consumer gaming service, Stadia. And while Stadia's approach to streaming games for consumers was built on a strong technology foundation, it hasn't gained the traction with users that we expected, so we've made the difficult decision to begin winding down our Stadia streaming service. We are grateful to the dedicated Stadia players that have been with us from the start. We will be refunding all Stadia hardware purchases made through the Google Store and all game and add-on content purchases made through the Stadia Store. Players will continue to have access to the games library and play through January 18th of 2023 so they can complete final play sessions. We expect to have the majority of refunds completed by mid-January 2023. We have more details for players on this process on our help center." Now, this is very unfortunate. There were probably some people who actually invested in Stadia and really believed in it, but they're actually getting their refunds, but this has to be a bummer. This is the second, at least that I can remember, this is the second cloud streaming service that has gone down, and it just happened with the first one being on live, and I got on live right at the end, and a lot of games were cheap, and I enjoyed it. I felt like it worked for the most part, but we're just not ready for it. Technologically, I guess everybody's not ready to jump on. Maybe people like me like physical boxes in the house, so I don't want to just stream my stuff. This is also very unfortunate, but attached to this, I have some other bad news, but then I have some good news. And well, it also says that according to 9 to 5 Google, they were working on, Hideo Kojima was working on a game for them, for Stadia, exclusively to Stadia, and it was a Death Stranding spinoff. Here we go. It says, a source has told 9 to 5 Google that the game Kojima was working on was meant to be a Stadia exclusive follow-up to Death Stranding, a game which initially launched as a PlayStation exclusive in 2019. Where Death Stranding was asynchronous multiplayer game where actions taken in your world can affect and on other players. That word really tripped me up, such as building signs to help others find their way. The proposed game would be strictly single player experience, and they didn't feel that anybody was really going to want to jump on that. And then there's, I talk about Ubisoft a lot. I don't like to play their games because they feel bloated, but then this is what they tweeted. While Stadia will shut down on January 18th, 2023, we're happy to share that we're working to bring the games you own on Stadia to PC through Ubisoft Connect. We'll have more to share regarding specific details as well as the impact for Ubisoft Plus subscribers at a later date. So shout out to Ubisoft, because this is awesome. People, they see that people are losing their stuff and they're like, hey, this is a good idea to make us look good because we're getting all of this wild PR. They just delayed, yes, they just delayed Skull and Bones again, but we don't even know if there's even an audience for that. Okay, so but back to Stadia, it's really interesting, and some developers found out through the press release that they were working on games that we're not releasing the game anymore, or what are we gonna do? And it's just, I don't want to say this was completely mishandled. I don't know the insides, but publicly, optics, it doesn't look handled very well. Developers are talking about, hey, listen, we didn't even know that. We're just finding that out, and everybody can't be happy. People are being relocated to other places. Nobody's really losing their jobs. Google lost a lot of money, but I'm really just hoping that maybe they just got smart about this and they're gonna do something else in the future. But man, My hearts go out to everybody that either, lost their jobs, wasted their money, but they should be getting refunds. And I wish y'all the best, and we'll see what happens with the future with Google, because it ain't Stadia. All right, lads and lads, thank you for coming to hang out with your boy on the weekend, and let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Let me know if you jumping on all these PlayStation games on the PlayStation Plus, because I'm definitely going to be on Hot Wheels. How do you feel about the whole Stadia situation? Did you have Stadia? Were you all aboard from jump? Are you going to the Game Awards? Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section, and go ahead and hit this like button if you haven't already, and if you didn't, hit the dislike. It's all good. If you got a problem with that, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when your boy is posting. I'm going to post weekly every Wednesday, and I'm going to post on the weekends. And sometimes I stream, and sometimes I might post up another random video. So be on the lookout. For now, though, this video is finito.